Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Indigo Disk DLC. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and did the Elite 4 trial of Amarys that was going on. If you guys do recall, that was with the Amarys flying simulator that we had to go through, and at least we went and completed off with that. And now we got ourselves with the actual Elite 4 battle with Amarys that is going to be happening from here for today. So let's go and do it. Now, I will be going and tell you guys about the type of Pokemon that she will be having throughout her team. Now, the Pokemon that I got to go and see first was that she does have an Alolan form Dugtrio and also with a Skarmory. So just make sure that you do have some Pokemon that kind of revolve around with anything that is going to be with ground or fire related. We, of course, on our team that we have within our time for today is that we do have Fireball and also with Drano. So we should at least be somewhat fine, right? Well, she does actually have a little bit of some indifferent Pokemon as well too. She actually does have an Empoleon, so you want to be a little bit careful on that, because I believe Empoleon does have Ice Beam if you're not too careful from there. Also as well too, I believe she also does have a Ranunculus out of all Pokemon, which I don't know why she would ever have a Ranunculus on her team, but of course she does have that here within the Elite 4 battle anyways, which that kind of throws you off a little bit in a loop, kind of like what happened with Crispin, right? Because Crispin kind of threw me off in a loop when I kind of saw with everything that was happening with the Executor, going like, what the heck? Like, why would he have an Executor on his team? The only reason that I can only think that Executor will be on the team is unless if that Executor is just going to be setting up for sunny days to just be annoying and like start setting up for any type of other fire type moves, and that was literally what Executor was doing. And I wouldn't really know per se exactly what Empoleon's reasoning behind on what her team build is all about as well. Now, if you guys do see, I do have Drano all well, basically fully powered up with the Terrorize to actually have the boost of the ground type related type of stuff, since of course we do want to make sure to knock out Dugtrio right away. Now, if you guys don't know, looking by Amarys moves of her different Pokemon, Skarmory actually does have Whirlwind, so you want to be very careful if she ever does set that up, because if you are going to try to set up for anything like creating like a different type of like setup type of happening within like your different turns, you may probably want to be a little bit careful on that, because that Skarmory will kind of put a stop to everything that's going to happen right there. Also, too, not only that, but again, Skarmory is a great Pokemon to kind of like kind of set things up as well, where that Skarmory is going to have Stealth Rock as well too, which I believe Stealth Rock was never used in this battle, so that was really nice. So I didn't have to go and worry about having to get my Pokemon any injured or anything of that type of nature. I know that Stealth Rocks do not really work well with Fireball, so I know that that would hurt us very bad. So here comes out with that Empoleon. I'm going to try and make sure to go set for that that EQ as best as I can from there. And I think also as well too, don't I switch around with Pokemon? I think I do actually switch around with Pokemon, and I think I may have probably brought up with Mysterio, I think, because since of course we do have Thunder Punch, I was going to try to expect that Thunder Punch should at least be able to go and do a little bit of some extra damage from here. And if you guys go and see that there, I actually do have a brand new type of catching style with my trainer, which I really do like, the smug style. I believe you can actually get, I think, 6 different styles of catchings that you could go and talk to that Mitch guy, I think, right? I think that Mitch guy was over at the League Club room, which you could go and do his little mission that you could be able to go and contribute out some with some things, and you can actually change the way of how your catching style is going to be. So that's why I got the smug one, which I really do like that one quite a bit. Alright, so here goes out with that Ranunculus. So yeah, so here comes our 2 indifferent Pokemon that is like completely weird within this area. So now I kind of have to try and think exactly what I'm going to do here. Now, I was really lucky, I have to say, throughout this battle, because I know that you guys are going to probably tell me in the comments is going to be, Prox, your team is not as great as it should be, and I think you're going to probably at least maybe get yourself destroyed at least quite a few times within the different Elite 4 members. Well, of course, that did happen with the Crispin, but for some reason, within my first attempt that was going on out here during the time of this battle, I have to say I was really damn lucky, I have to say. I don't know how lucky I was, but man, like, of course, I missed out on the opportunity of getting myself Stone Edge. I thought for sure, Fireball was going to probably get destroyed. Now, not only that, but of course that Empoleon did come prepared with Hydro Pump, which I thought that was also going to be very, very, very scary as well. But of course, I think that also missed as well too, right? So I was really lucky all the way around that just for Drano just still being alive at this point was just fantastic. So this was just all about with just having Fireball, Drano, just let them all go and do their thing, and just let them just start wrecking havoc on Amarys' team. And so far, we're actually doing really well. I am going to go and try a set for the sunny day, which it finally happened. So now I'm going to do my own setups here. At least the Scizor and Reniculus are not as bad. I know that Reniculus does have Trick Room, so you want to be a little bit careful on that. I can't really remember exactly on what Trick Room does, but I think it kind of like nullifies abilities or something. I'm not really too entirely certain if that's what happens there, but there we go. And that actually did a little bit of damage, but I think as well too, I think this Reniculus does have, I think, leftovers, so it will be healing itself up little by little every so often, which that's just like really annoying. So unless if you have like a Pokemon that has like Snatch or something, you can try to steal that away from Amory, and then you can try at least get hopefully try to get yourself with some free leftovers though. But yeah, so just healing up when I have to go and do so, that was like a big help from here. And this episode is just going to be all about with us just battling out with Amory, nothing else. I wasn't going to try and go and plan out to be heading off into Lacey's Elite Trial yet. I know that I kind of did that the last time with Amory, but again, we went about it with Crispin, and I went and taking care of that on my second attempt, just so that we could, well, that was like during the time of just like almost like knock it out with Crispin, and I didn't like show you guys like the full entire battle that went on, just the ending part of it. So that's why I added the Elite Trial to Amory that was happening from there. But yeah, like this was since this was my first attempt going throughout here at Amory's battle, I didn't have to go really worry about all that too much. And I do want to say, like, this battle in particular, way easier than compared to what Crispin's battle was. But yeah, so here comes out with that Metagross. It is going to become like a dual type of steel Pokemon with like the extra boosting of that Terralize that's going to happen. But either way, like once we go and set that up, it's like for that Flamethrower, it's already like a done deal, and Metagross is already going to be down and out. So, and not only that, but we do have the Sunny Day and also with the Charcoal as well, right? So we already got ourselves like quad, like at least boosted up with all the Flamethrowers and everything that's going to be happening from here. So yeah, so here she goes. This is her signature Pokemon, of course. So now let's go and see this happen right here. So there it is, the Steel Terrorizing type right there. So that's going to go and make it right into with that Metagross though. So it kind of loses its Psychic basically. But at least now you got yourself with free range to just go and knock it out with any type of flame moves right away. I thought for sure that Metagross was going to be lining up with an Ice Punch to me. I was very lucky on that. I thought for sure Metagross was going to be pointing its finger and hitting me, hitting Fireball like right in the face there. But no, I actually went and demolished that Metagross, and I was so lucky. Very lucky right there. Because I thought I may have probably have to go and just like use like a revive or something and just kind of like quickly heal up Fireball and then just do it that way and just kind of add a few other turns to it. But nope, Metagross did the stupid maneuver, so I was able to get myself with a free knockout right away there. So now we just have to go and bring out with Dixie or bring out with Sprite and just try to at least just like whittle down on this Reniculus as best as we can. I know that this Reniculus is really annoying. It does have that leftover, so even if I set up for a Shadow Ball, and if I'm lucky enough to lower his special defense, that would be good, but it's still probably not going to do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I don't have, the Cleanse tag or some sort of tag. I can't really remember exactly what it's known as. I don't have that already attached onto Dixie. I wish I should have went and had that, because then that would have been nice. Then I would have been able to boost up my, my ghost typing moves there, and that would probably be a little bit better. But there goes that Psychic. Just have to be a little bit careful on that. But at least we didn't lose on any type of stat or anything, or even get ourselves confused. Because I know that Psychic does have a very small little chance of actually getting yourself confused. But at least we're good that it did not happen. So we're all good with that there. Yeah, so for me, I just decided to just go and switch around with Fireball, go out into Sprite instead. I'm going to just go and just live with Night Slash, because I already have like a Life Orb already attached to Sprite, so once that Night Slash comes into play, it's already a done deal for the Reniculus, so I don't have to really worry about that anymore. So yeah, so Dixie's still alive. There goes that shower ball once again. Hopefully we can at least get a critical maybe. It's super effective, but at least it's okay. But the sunlight has faded. I don't need it anymore. We can just go and just do the last and final move that's going to be here. We can finally get this done and finish with and get ourselves a completed area here within this, within this whole entire place. Like, I have to say, like, this DLC is going to be a very short DLC of all that we're going to do here. It's just battle with these Elite Four guys and then go and then take care of Kieran right after. I know that we got, like, all the legendary Pokemon and everything. I'm going to probably show you guys most of them. I don't think I'm going to show, like, every single one because it's going to probably take a while since there is, like, quite a bit of them here. But there we go. So Amarys is done and we are all good to go. And I don't know if I already said this, but in the 2 videos, just make sure that you guys not only go and check out with Indigo Disk DLC, but of course we are going to be doing our time with some Okami HD. We are going to be heading on into the Wacko Shrine. Very interesting shrine right there. I do know a little bit about. I know it's like somewhat of like an ice dungeon related place. It's going to be really cool. So hope you guys do go and check it on that. It's like almost like Twilight Princess in a way. It's like almost like that Twilight Princess mansion that happens within like the Yeti Snow area that happens there, which I really do like that place a lot. That's really cool. Yeah, she's always keeping on checking out with that stopwatch there. But anyways, I believe now we are going to be meeting up with Drayton and also with Kieran out of all things, because it seems like Kieran's going to be making an appearance since we already have one and taken on with the second one. And again, I am actually leaving Drayton alone just so that I can see if there's going to be any extra dialogue that Drayton also goes and talks on about. Because if I go and take on Drayton, I don't know if he's going to probably not show himself around with all the other different Elite Four members, or maybe he does. I'm not really too entirely certain, but I would rather just kind of go and take care of the other Elite Four members before him. But I think we should be okay with Drayton because I think we should be able to get a nice, hopefully a nice good sweeping as well too, kind of like what happened with Amarys here. Because all I have to have is like have Dixie and literally have Azumarill, and we can just set up on play roughs all day and just hopefully try to knock out with all of his Dragon type Pokemon. But only 20 seconds to go, and I think this is going to be the time to go and do my outro out here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode for today. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one from when we go and start making our way on over towards 2, where the Lacey trial is going to begin. So I'll see you guys then, and peace.